Hey y'all. So today I want to look at another definition of spin. So we're still talking about these lilies. We're going to do it for a couple of days because I think there's such key in here for us at this stage in the game where we're in the busy season, we're growing, we're moving towards harvest, and rather than be exhausted, we will be fresh and green, full of life and vitality. So Matthew 6 says they neither toil nor spin. So one definition of spin that we looked at yesterday is to plunge helplessly out of control, spinning in circles, never getting anywhere. Another definition of spin is this, and this is interesting, and we talked about this definition back when we were talking about the Proverbs 31 woman, but to spin is to draw out wool, cotton, or other material and convert it to threads, either by hand or by machine. It's the process of making thread for and making clothing. So, how does that relate to lilies? Well, let's talk about the words that Jesus used here. It says, that's Matthew 5. Let's go to Matthew 6. He says, and why should you be anxious about clothes? Okay, so Jesus is talking about clothes. So it's not on accident, no word Jesus said is on accident, that he used spin here, talking about the lilies and their clothes. So consider the lilies of the field and learn thoroughly how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. They don't spin. They don't sew their own clothes. Exactly. They do not draw out wool, cotton, or other material and convert it to threads by hand or by machine. Lilies do not make their own clothes. This sounds ridiculous, right? That we're actually saying that lilies don't clothe themselves, or that lilies don't make their clothes. They're flowers, for goodness sake. Right? So why would we expect a lily to clothe itself? In the same way, why would we expect ourselves to do things that He is supposed to do, that God is supposed to receive the credit and the glory for? We are merely vessels, billboards, flowers for Him to clothe, for Him to receive the glory. See, they can't spin, yet even Solomon was not arrayed as one of these. He wasn't clothed as beautiful as one of these. God takes something that they can't do. It is physically impossible for lilies to spin thread. And yet they are clothed in such beauty. They're compared with that of Solomon. More so, right? Solomon, in all of his magnificence, excellency, excellence, dignity, and grace, was not as arrayed as one of these. They did not have the in them. They did not have the ability. And yet, the finished product, what came in the time of producing, right, in the time of the fruit of the bloom, sings praise to the glory of God, that He gets the credit for it. Another definition of toiling is struggle and battle and laborious effort, laborious effort. We were not created to struggle. We were not created to battle. We were created to grow and to produce. like the trees that are planted. And I think about that tree stretching out its roots, getting comfortable. Stretch out your roots. Get comfortable. Soak in the nourishment that God has provided for you. And watch and see what the word planted will produce. We'll pick up here tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.